Hey there, Jason coming at you again. This is another video I'm doing recommended to me, a movie recommended to me. This is called End of the Line. This was recommended to me by Foz Rotten. Y'all probably know Foz. If you don't know Foz, go check out his channel. I'll post a link, whichever direction it is, and go check out his channel and subscribe to him. He definitely needs more subscribers. He's a damn good reviewer, and he's also on the DVD Fiends. I forget which day he does, but he's on the DVD Fiends as well. And go subscribe to the DVD Fiends also if you're not already. But yeah, I saw this movie last night, and I wish I had done this video then because I was really pumped up. I'm really tired right now, so I hope this is not too boring for you guys. But End of the Line, this is it's a fucking crazy movie, man. Foz has great taste in movies. We have really similar taste. The weird thing is, like, he did a DVD update on this, and he was showing some of the new DVDs he got, and End of the Line was one of them, and I was like, cool, I'll go check that out. And I went to go look at my Netflix, and it was actually at my house then. Like, I'd already put it in there. Apparently I heard about it earlier from somebody else or somewhere, and I don't know where the hell I heard about it, but anyway. Foz recommended it, so I'm going to say that Foz recommended it to me. End of the Line, it came out in 2007, and it's an independent film directed by Maurice Devereaux. I hope I pronounced that right. It's obviously a French name, French-Canadian. It's a Canadian film. And not to go off on too long of a tangent here, but a lot of people talk shit about Canadian films, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I've seen a lot of really good films come out of Canada here in the past few years. A lot of really good actors coming out of Canada lately. I think you really need to keep an eye on them because a lot of cool shit coming out of there. And I mean, people say that Canadian films have a certain feel to them, a certain look to them, and I don't really agree with that. You know, sometimes you may be able to tell just by, I don't know, maybe an accent or something, but other than that, I can't really tell a difference. People say that they can tell when a film is shot in Canada, and I really have never been able to tell that. Maybe with the exception of a couple of different films, but anyway, Canadian film, really cool movie, crazy film. You guys got to check this one out. It's basically about, I'll give you a basic plot breakdown. Basically about this religious cult who they all get this page. They all have these pagers, and apparently they believe that Armageddon is going to come and they need to go kill all these other people around the world in order to save them. So they do that. They get the page and just start killing people, and it's basically just a survival film from that point on, and it's really, really well done. One of my favorite parts of the movie is just some of the camera angles they use. I think it's some really innovative stuff in there. Really, really cool, really original idea, I thought. Another really great thing about this film is it's all practical effects, I think. It may be a few little CGI effects in there, but most everything I saw was practical effects, including a really cool scene at the end of the film. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, but definitely watch it until the end. I know I was reading some reviews, they were saying that it was a little slow, it had some slow parts, and I don't agree with that. This movie, for one thing, it hits the ground running. Like, when the movie starts, like, it's instant. It's not like there's any lag time before it gets started. It hits, and it doesn't stop until it rolls the credits, and I love that in a film. It held my attention really well, and not that I have a short attention span, but, you know, horror films, I like for them to go ahead and, you know, get off and get going. I really enjoyed this one. There's a good many jump scares in there, which I thought, like, the first 3 or 4 jump scares, it's a lot like in the first half of the movie, a lot of jump scares, and they're really effective. And I'm not the kind of person that usually jumps at shit like that, but I was leaping up out of the, I was watching this last night. It was probably like 2 in the morning when I was watching it. I got pretty freaked out, I gotta tell you. And that's rare. I watch a lot of shit. But A really cool film. And I want to show you guys this clip. There's one funny clip in there. The writing in this movie is crazy. Some of the stuff they say is crazy. I'll show you guys this clip.
Last stop before we hit the exit. So if anybody has to go to the bathroom, now's the time. So I gotta take a major dump.
Actually, I gotta go too.
I gotta take a dump. How awesome is that shit? Anyway, I really thought this was a good film. I'd advise everybody to check it out. I give this one a big recommendation. I give it a 7 out of 10. And this is a fairly new director. As I said, it's probably one of his first films. I'm not really familiar with him. I'm not familiar with many of the actors in the film either. Yeah, it's a fairly young director, and I definitely advise everybody to keep an eye on him. And that's Maurice Devereaux. Keep an eye on him. Another cool thing about this DVD, if you get the U.S. release, it has tons of special features on it, which I think is really cool. Lots of documentaries on the making of the film, and I know there's a documentary on it, and then there's another special feature that talks about the music, which is really cool. And there's a few other ones, but the one I want to talk about is there's this, it's like a 2-minute clip of the director, and it's called The Question Everyone Wants to Know, or The Question Everyone's Asking. And the weird thing is, the director goes on there and he talks about the budget, and apparently a lot of people are asking what the budget is, and he basically rambles on for 2 minutes and then says he's not going to tell you what the budget is, because apparently he's trying to sell the film, and he thinks that's going to have some sort of big effect on how much money he gets for the film, which, fuck it, man. It's like, why even put that snippet in there if you're going to bullshit around the question, beat around the bush? Like, you ask the question and then you don't even answer it. So I thought that was a little bullshit. Why even put that on the DVD if you're not going to answer the question? But anyway, that was kind of stupid. One of the only complaints I'd have about the movie is some of the acting is kind of bad, but that's really, I was noticing, it's really only in the first half of the movie. Most of those characters die that are the really bad actors, so you don't have to worry about them too long. But great characterization in this movie. I really enjoyed it. Shit, there was something else I was going to say, but I forgot. Anyway, guys, I definitely recommend this one to everybody. Go check it out. Peace out.